Hi, I was assigned to read Life Without Principle, Part 2 by Henry David Thoreau. And an overall summary of what I read was that Thoreau cautioned things such as business, politics, religion, and even science and philosophy. He admonished these things because he felt that they intruded people's thoughts to a point where they couldn't even think for themselves. So one quote I found in Life Without Principle by Henry David Thoreau was, "Read not the times, read the eternities. Conventionalities are at length as had as impurities." So what this is saying is that instead of focusing on our society and what's happening, we need to pay attention to what our inner self is trying to tell us. So read not the times. Don't try to live how other people are living. We need to try to live for ourselves. And read the eternities is saying read what your heart is trying to tell you, because that's the path that you need to take. And this exemplifies the Romanticism period because it's saying that we need to pay attention to what our inner self is saying, because, like I said before, that's what's going to get us farther in life. One more quote that I found was from Life Without Principle by Henry David Thoreau was, "In proportion as our inward life fails, we go more constantly and desperately to the post office. You may depend on it that the poor fellow who walks away with the greatest number of letters, proud of his extensive correspondence, has not heard from himself for this long while." So what I understood from this was that when you look for the outside world on how to live, you won't feel satisfied. So to make yourself feel more satisfied, you go and try to get more help. And so the more help you get, the less satisfied you feel. So the person who lives with the most guidance from the outside world, you can tell they haven't listened to their inner self in a really long time. And so they will never feel satisfied. And this relates to the Romanticism period because it values feeling and self-reflection over reasoning. And so altogether, this compares to Thoreau's writing because he's trying to tell us that society plays too big of a role in our lives, and all it does is just clutter our thoughts. So when we try to focus on our inner self, we just tend to focus on what's happening around us. So when we find ourselves when we catch ourselves focusing too much on what's happening on the outside world, we have to train ourselves to take a step back and really look into ourselves and listen to what our inner self and what our heart is trying to tell us, because that will set you on a path that will get you so much farther in life than if you were to try to live by how other people were living. You are your own person, and you can't live like someone else lives because they have a different life. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!